YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in the Empire campaign on Total War Warhammer. I am excited to get things started. We've got Appius moving towards our quest. So if you remember, we're on the Cloak of Molten Metal, and we've got to move any character to Karak Ungor, and I'm going to send Appius on that mission because I'm using my other lords for other stuff at this time. I do have Karl Franz available to me, which is nice. How much does...
The nation calls.
He's not giving any public order attributes there. I have Patchy out here in this army, and I like having Patchy, but and this lord units within the army must be... Let's go in here. I'm actually thinking I'm going to disband... Legendary lords may not be disbanded. What I'm going to do actually then is probably... Let's bring Karl Franz over here. We'll give him the small army that Patchy has, and we'll bring Patchy back later whenever he's ready to, well, whenever I have more money and I have more room to help, but obviously having Karl Franz would be better. I'm still at war with Tempelhof, and we raised one of their settlements, but I've got to get Chaos off my back up here. They've got a couple of stacks up in this general vicinity, and we need to go deal with them. So I'm going to go help with that. I've got a lot of agents stationed in Wurtbad, fighting really hard to keep the public order stable here. And I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of recruiting from here, so I'm actually thinking about... I mean, because all that really gives me is crossbows and spears. I'm thinking just going to demolish that building, and I'll put a public order building in. And let's go ahead and throw in the upgraded town here too. And that way we can help solidify the public order there a little better. We need to capture the Moot, but I don't want to declare war on the Karstein vampires until I've gotten rid of the Tempelhof vampires, because 2 vampire factions against me is probably not what I need right now. I do want to end a turn so I can get my movement points back on Gelt and head north to fend off Chaos, while we'll build up the army of Karl Franz a little.
Speak, I will hear you now.
I'm not going to give them peace unless they give me a considerable amount of money right now. So I'll counter their offer. If you pay me 3,000 gold, you can have a peace treaty. They're saying 900 is the best they can do. Okay, for now. But that's it. That's it for now. I'll do it. I'll take their 900. I'm going to attack them, but I don't need to do it right. Okay, Altdorf is being threatened, actually. And we can't have that. So, Karl Franz needs to... There's a large army of scaling here. Chaos chariots. What kind of... Do we have a good garrison at Altdorf? We should. Oh, yeah, we got a solid garrison. Crap load of handgunners, 3 Reichsguard, couple of mortars. Not a lot of infantry, so we would definitely want Karl Franz there to lead that. Because there's 2 stacks of scaling here. That is a considerable threat. And they very well could try to attack me on this turn. Wurtbad is in such bad shape public order-wise. We need to go get my garrison free up here. Let's go as fast as we can to do that. I think Altdorf can hold out for now. Another turn or so and I can do that. I'm going to risk a rebellion though if I move this army here. So I can't move that army because I can't afford to fight the rebellion right now. I'm going to go ahead and take this. This hero is probably the only thing giving me positive public order here though.
The Empire.
And this Celestial Wizard doesn't have any skills.
The nation calls.
Appius has his movement orders. Oh.
The Empire.
This Empire captain's also deployed.
Now.
So I've got all these guys deployed over here, and we're still barely turning positive public order. This sucks. I need one of these agents to go help Sextus cleanse corruption, so he really needs to stay there. Let's see, Deadly Blade. Hold the line. Now that could be helpful. I'm gonna...
Who calls?
Yeah, now we're -2 public order over here. I'm gonna have to deal with it because I need this hero with Karl Franz to help him out.
Summon the Elector Counts.
So that I'd have a couple of lords there. We're still in the negative on public order here, which is frustrating.
Now.
But it's going to be several turns before we got a rebellion, so we'll be okay. I think this is the only way we really have to deal with this at the moment.
You approach us in difficult days.
Join the war against the vampires? Not right now, thank you. Especially not for no benefit to me. I thought dwarves would be better at making deals than that, one would hope. Okay, Altdorf just got sieged, but it's only by one of those armies, and honestly, we can probably sally out and beat just one of these armies. They have those trolls, a couple of chaos chariots, but I have a lot of handgunners and a few great swords. It's not giving me great chances, but I mean with Demigryph Knights and Reichsguard and mortars and all this, we're going to jack these guys up. So let's fight this because we can get rid of one of these armies of scaling and keep them from sieging Altdorf, which is going to hurt my income. So pretty good thing that we had Karl Franz here. And the mortars are going to be nice because it's going to drag chaos in to attack me. And they have 3 chaos trolls. But my handgunners should be able to deal with them as long as I can keep my handgunners back and let them take the shots. And then I've also got this Empire Captain and Franz. And we need to start leveling up Karl Franz anyway. Really? My reinforcements are going to come in from behind? How does that even make sense? These guys attacked me head on. My reinforcements should be coming in from behind me. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. They're just trying to get my lords killed. I have to start moving around here, but I've got Demigryphs and Empire Knights that as soon as we get them onto the field, I'll be able to protect my lords with it. But I mean, that is a pretty fantastic ripoff that the AI is trying to pull. The nice thing is, though, is I can get this hill position and start mortaring the AI from up here. Okay, let's kind of get these guys lined up. Let's come over here. Get our great swords in the center. Get some halberdiers set up. Okay, actually we're not going to be able to set up over there. Chaos is just coming straight at me. Let's bring our Demigryph Knights this way and our Reichsguard up the hill. I'm going to open fire on the hordes of chaos there. Okay, and then my lords are trying to get here. If I have to dispatch some Reichsguard, I can. Okay, my mortars are going to open fire. They sound so cool, like that whistling noise. So we're going to start some mortar attacks. My Demigryph Knights are deployed on the flank. I need... Oh, my handgunners actually are up on the hill so they can fire up and over. Okay, Franz is possibly going to need some help. Let's deploy some Reichsguard. Let's bring this guy over here to help support this army. I'm going to kind of move up this way with the halberds. Okay, I'm going to hit these guys with Demigryph Knights. And I'm going to hit these Chaos Marauders with Demigryph Knights also. Those Chaos Warhounds are just trying to get around me. And I'm going to swing these Reichsguard over. Okay, bring this guy over to support. I'm going to stop some of the chariots, and I'm going to rear charge. This rear charge ought to devastate these Chaos losers right here. They've got one of their chariots. Golly, that is a touchy scroll wheel. Yeah, that devastated them, and these Reichsguard, I think, will do well versus the chariots. I think they're heavy enough to get the job done. My Demigryph Knights are out here slaying enemy infantry. Let's get my Reichsguard. And let's come out here and hit those Chaos Trolls. My Demigryph Knights should get out of combat there. And then the Chaos Trolls are going to take a savage charge there. Let's get my Reichsguard out of that fight. Get Franz up here. Okay, my Demigryph Knights are free. They've busted through all that infantry there. No surprise. I'm going to rear charge these Chaos Marauders with my Reichsguard. And they'll be gone. And my handgunners continue to fire away. Let's go in here and help out my Reichsguard a little. There we go. Those Chaos Trolls and the Chariots and everything are going to eat it. Okay, we're going to lead the Trolls right back into our halberds. Demigryph Knights are out here mopping up. And just going to go fire at will with the mortars. Let's get up here with some of these Chaos Knights, or these Empire Knights, not Chaos Knights. I can't get it to switch. Oh well. These guys are absolutely wrecking those Chaos Marauders, so it's going to be a pretty simple victory there against the scaling. And we should replenish relatively quick. But even so, like I said, just the handgunners alone there in the right position are going to give me massive advantages. Look at that mortar screaming down right there. So yeah, we'll get all kinds of good stuff done with that garrison army. So Altdorf should be fairly safe. It's whether or not they try and just walk past Altdorf, which they might. They might. Got some decent loot off those guys. And then Karl Franz picks up the Fencer's Blades. We need to go in here and try and outfit him a little bit too. And he needs a Warhorse straight off. And then we can Barded. So he's got a Warhorse and then a Barded Warhorse that we can give him on the next level. So we'll definitely give him that when the time comes. Let's go into the details. Okay, I get it. Let's go into the details. All he has is basic armors. Common swords. The Fencer's Blade is uncommon and looks like it's better. So I'm going to leave it. Talisman, we can use magic resistance plus 20%. Oh, it's assigned to Gelt. We'll give him this one. He has his Warhorse, and we can... That one's already assigned to Gelt as well. It's a Hex anyway, then I don't know if we can give that to Franz. And let's see what else is here. Public order in this province. Oh, tax rate plus 12% in this province. That's awesome. Plus 1 experience for infantry recruits is not going to hurt. Income from all buildings. We'll take that too. And then public order. And I think that's the only ones we can give him that aren't assigned to other people. So we got Franz kind of decked out a little bit where he can certainly help the income in that province. I'm going to tear this building down and build it out here. I'm thinking about tearing down this thinking about tearing down that farm and building it there because it's kind of a waste of space. Cancel. This one is what I mean. Because it can be built over here to its highest level. This thing does help me with replenishment, but I mean my growth is almost no longer needed because as soon as I get 5 population surplus, I'm good. So I think I'm going to just tear this down too. And that's where I'll switch that out to there. And then I can build some of the higher tier buildings. And I'm going to go ahead and beef the defenses in the Reichland. We're going to need it. And Gelt can push up here to help get rid of these Chaos Warriors. The siege has been broken, though. I don't know if Nordland helped me do that. If so, that was pretty darn polite of them. And in fact, I want to use this opportunity while we're still at war with Chaos just to see if any of these guys have changed their mind about feeling more politely towards me, and it doesn't look like they have.
Surely an agreement will be reached.
Here we go. Oh, look at this. Nordland wants to confederate with me. That's awesome.
I will listen, but my time is short.
So Nordland confederates, And these are just, there's this right here at Midland is ruins. Let's talk to Midland real quick.
My hand hovers close to my blade. Utter your...
They don't want anything to do with me, but they're just a one settlement faction, so we could just wipe them out, to be honest. So we get the Confederation with Nordland. Now, the bad news is Karaberg is right here, and it's undefendable. But I think we picked up an army.
Not likely.
No, that's Midland. I was thinking that would be our army. Nah, the only reason they confederated with me then is because they don't have anything. Let's just disband these guys, or better yet, maybe take them back here. See if we can garrison the settlement. It's got a really nice defense. It's got a nice public order boosting building there. Let's see what the, oh, the garrison's fairly sturdy. It's got a couple of Empire Knights and stuff like that. So if we can just shore it up, we can defend it against enemies and hold on to that for like a little bastion in the north. Maybe attract some of the interest of the scaling up there. We really need to earn more money. And to do that, we're just going to have to get more provinces and build them up. And taking out Midland would be one good way to do that, I believe. But we're going to have to stay focused on keeping chaos out of our business for the moment. Yeah, they're going to take off running. I'm going to see if I can catch them so they don't just double back on me. Let's kind of take a look at the map and see what's going on. Put together a plan. Karaberg's going to get hit. They'll probably raise it to the ground or something. Yeah. Not a big deal. It wasn't really profiting me too much there anyway, but those scaling armies have to be dealt with. There's a ton of scaling over here. There's like 3 different stacks. Aelheart's got a decent number of defenders, but they're not that strong. Where did all these scaling stacks come from? That's the one that I killed that got away with all those men still. Wertbad is going to rebel, and there's literally nothing I can do about it at the moment. This settlement's in pretty rough shape, public order-wise. I don't think I can. I don't think I can catch that guy, unfortunately. We need to build improved defenses there whenever we get enough surplus to do so. I'm gonna need, yeah, 4 surplus. Getting fairly close. So then we'll be defensible up there. We kind of need Gelt to come down here and help get rid of these scaling. And we're going to have to probably just double back through this province because it's about to rebel. And we're going to have to put down the rebellion. There we go. We'll build a public order building here and see if we can help stabilize. It's just terrible public order in this province. Even though we're getting rid of vampiric corruption over time. Planning, net of Amontok. This could be useful. You can pin enemies in place, let your skirmishers hit them. If we end up needing that unit in combat, which I haven't yet.
Is it time?
All these guys are deployed. We made peace with Tempelhof. They've resettled Oberstyre. So they're going to try and expand back out. I don't know why Midland wants nothing to do with me. I mean, they're in a position of terrible weakness.
Demands. Call yourself men of the Empire?
I've got a non-aggression pact with them. I don't know why there's no option for them to confederate with me. As soon as I get a chance, I'm just going to take their province. They're worthless. They're just a waste of space on the map right now, and they need to be dealt with. We could get pottery here, and that'd be good, but I don't know if I have enough trade to really make that worth it. Out here is where I need to rebuild this building. And then what was I going to build here? I'd like to put this Altdorf conclave of battle wizards. The Shrine of Sigmar would be better suited in here too. So I'm almost thinking if we move the Shrine of Sigmar over here. Mortar, Hellstorm rocket batteries would be nice, and then the steam tank would also be awesome. Absolutely awesome. So actually I'm going to put this chain there, and then we'll put the magical colleges there as well. Okay. Alright, that's going to be about all we can do for now. Like I said, this province is about to rebel. I'll use Gelt to help put it down. We're just going to have to do our best to defend Aelheart. The one of these areas that's not really well defended is Grunberg, but it's the furthest away from the scaling at the moment, so we'll hope that we're okay. Let's repair all those buildings.
I will marshal the men.
And I'm going to try and truck it back over here. See if we can garrison.
I must keep my holy vow. No.
Let's talk to Bretonia and see what we can do in terms of...
Bow before the rightful laws of this land, and I will hear.
No. Alright.
Bow before the rightful lords of this land, and...
There we go. I want to start getting some non-aggression packs with the Bretonian.
Hail, Sigmar's sons! Do you come looking for aid?
Come on. Why you won't trade with me? I'll try paying him some money here in a second. Let's see who else we can get non-aggression packs
Bow
from over
before
here.
the rightful laws of this land.
You guys are stupid.
These
Alright.
lands are ours by the right granted from the Lady of the Lake. What do you want?
I want you to trade with me and quit being buttholes. Or just keep being buttholes. Whatever works best for you. I mean, it would make complete sense to trade with me, so it makes
Come
sense
then,
why you
messenger.
won't.
Spit out your word.
Let's see, nobody else is really able to trade with me other than vampire counts.
Does Franz not dare to come before?
Alright, whatever. We got a few agreements, so not a complete loss. Let's go ahead and end the turn. I just want to try and make nice with the Bretonian kingdom so that they don't attack me. We can all be focused on chaos until I'm strong enough to threaten everybody. So that's really what my goal needs to be here, I think. Okay, the scaling are going to move in with everything they've got on Aelheart. Actually, they came in with just one army to start with, so they're absolutely idiotic. So they'll be defeated. They've got an agent chasing my army up there. It's not much of an army, so I don't know what they're worried about. How did so many scaling get here all of a sudden? That is absolutely ignoramus. There's more of them than there is chaos. I'm not going to be sacking any settlements, so I'm going to go with this one. I don't see any settlements I'm going to be able to sack. So this is a problem over here. There's 2 full stacks of scaling. And yet I have to stop and deal with the stupid rebellion here.
By the comet. Pick up the pace.
Okay, can the public order finally like start cleaning up here a little bit? That would be terribly nice. Alright, we've got to get Balthasar over here in as big a hurry as possible. Because Aelheart's probably about to get wrecked. One more turn and it gets its extra defenses, but it does not have them yet. And I can't reach Aelheart in a single turn. With
Who calls?
with Franz.
Never.
What does Aelheart have? So we got 4 swords, 4 crossbows, 2 pistoliers. It's not very good. I could put a lord there, and that would certainly help.
Do not displease me.
I mean, a lot of these guys are just Chaos Warhounds. The Marauders are going to be better than my swords. We could hold the Warhounds off with the halberdiers and chew them up pretty bad with pistoliers if we put a lord there, but if they attack me with both armies, then it's pointless. But I have the money, and there's probably no reason not to put a lord here just to try and make this harder for them. Leadership. Let's give him this one. There we go.
The Empire. Step to it.
We can recruit some pretty nice units here, and I need to get some of these units into my army. I'm never going to get anything else into my army in time, other than maybe swordsmen and pistoliers.
This will bolster the nation.
If the scaling don't attack me, that'll help, but I'm pretty sure they're going to attack me. I don't think I really have a chance to not be attacked. And then if we can eventually stabilize this province with the tap room, we'll be in good shape. Up here, we're just in rough shape. There's not much I can do about it right now, but I have pretty good defenses. We'll figure that out when the time comes. I don't have time to worry about it for now. Appius is still moving towards his destination. Let's go ahead and end this turn. Got a skill point for Balthasar. Plague of Rust is a pretty good one. Weakens up enemies, but I'd come over here and gotten Transmutation of Lead. This one's going to be a lot better versus enemies. And I can't put him on any kind of Imperial Pegasus or anything like that either. Let's give him Transmutation of Lead. That one's going to be pretty important. And then we have the Witch Hunter who's leveled up here. He's got Accusation. Silver Bullets missile damage goes up for him. That one makes him faster. This one gives him more melee attack. This one helps him be a better assassin on the campaign map. That's a huge help. Actually, I'm going to focus on that one because enemy agents can get really annoying. Appius still marching off into the distance. We managed to get back to our settlement in the north. Sure enough, Empire doubled back around, but I think Chaos doubled back around. I think Middenheim might square off with them for me. We'll see. I've got to focus on the Reichland. I'd be losing a lot less. So this is going to be our chance. A lot of Chaos Marauders. I don't know that this is winnable, but we need to damage this stack as much as humanly possible. They have two of these annoying marauding horsemen, unfortunately. They do have missile cavalry, but I mean, for some reason my garrison's beat up here. They must have got me with an agent. I didn't need that, that's for sure. Like I said, we're just going to have to put up as much fight here as possible. Hopefully our lord can help take out theirs. I don't know what exactly their lord's going to look like. Lord of Fire. He may be a wizard. If he's a wizard and I can get a hold of him, might be easier to kill him. We're definitely going to need a good solid hill position to defend. And this is looking like the opportunity.
Ready for war! To war!
It's going to be hard to defend my crossbows against all these guys.
Send us out.
We can deploy like right in these guys' face. But they have these stupid Chaos Warhounds everywhere. And they're just going to come chase down my Pistoliers. So that's not really going to be of any benefit to me. I'd be better off to start back here hidden. I don't know how those guys aren't hidden. Really? I mean, I'm sitting in a forest. Kind of seems like we should be hidden. There we go. This is going to be a pointless fight. Got to do something, though. That is so many Chaos Warhounds, and then we have the Marauding Horsemen. I've got to make it to this hill position, though. And set up here. This is going to be my best chance to fend off their infantry. It's not going to be a good chance.
We are Sigmar's heirs. No lingering.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
By Sigmar, obey me. Ulrich will.
Okay, they're throwing axemen and already opening fire. I'm gonna come up here and start trying to do this. Kill as many of their marauding horsemen and warhounds as we can. Target there. Target those. Let's go ahead and try and get a downhill charge there. Get rid of some of those Chaos Warhounds. Let's charge those Chaos Marauders. Charge those Chaos Marauders. Charge there. We've only got one unit of Chaos Warhounds chasing us over here, and they're not dying near as fast as I'd like to see. So my Pistoliers are going to get chased off. I'm going to try and get one unit of Pistoliers safe out of that. Try and get one of them back to the fight over here. Really? My halberds are getting killed by Chaos Warhounds? They have a bonus versus large, and Warhounds are weak as crap. That's frustrating. That's just downright irritating right there. I know they attacked me from the back, but still. Chaos Warhounds? It's kind of frustrating. Let's try and get this cavalry up here. Got that stupid Marauder Horseman, but I need to shoot these infantry in the back. Forget the skirmish. Get up here and shoot the infantry in the back, please. My swordsmen are putting up a pretty stellar fight, but it's just not going to be good enough. I can't get rid of all these stupid Chaos Warhounds. This unit's still running away up here. Let's see if we can pull it back. Okay, it's going to be running for quite a while. My lord just can't kill enough Chaos Warhounds fast enough. And then the Marauding Horsemen got up with my Pistoliers, and now my Swordsmen are going to give way, so all my guys are going to rout. Just did not have... I mean, if I would have had a couple of units of Great Swords, we could have mopped that up, but whenever their Chaos Warhounds are just killing my halberds, then there's not much I can do. So I'm going to get sacked up there. That's going to be a big fat... They raised it. Holy crap. Now I have to rebuild that whole settlement. I mean, is there enough scaling here? I mean, do we feel good about this? We feel good that we sent that many scaling down after me? Like that's fair? Now I've got to get an army all the way over to Aelheart in order to try and colonize it. Look at how many Chaos Warhounds these spammers have. We've got pretty decent garrisons at some of these too. I'm gonna have to get over here and try and get Aelheart set back up. What buildings did we lose out there? That's where I was putting my new barracks, so we lost that. And everything else we had there, my Tailor's Guild, and that's just frustratingly annoying. Can we move out of this settlement now? Thank you. Finally. I'm going to put some resources here in case they feel like coming at Kemperbad. I wish Middenland would actually be cooperative. We have a common enemy here, and there's really no reason for you to be such a bunch of buttholes. I mean, you would have a real reason to want to be my ally right now. Confederation penalty? Really? Confederation penalty. Well, that sounds like a stupid blanket sack of crap that they unloaded on us. There's a chaos agent up here, or a scaling agent, who's damaging our buildings. That's extraordinarily irritating. I need to get the scaling out of my lands here and get a little stronger and send an army north to just start raising their settlements up here. Like, just come up here and raise Pack Ice Bay, raise Ice Drake Ford, Longship Grave, just raise all this crap across there. Like, just raise all their settlements to the ground. And then, I mean, I may even go farther north if I get the opportunity, but those guys need dead. I can't tolerate any more of that crap. 3 or 4 stacks just roving around completely out of their territory.
Be at peace, for that is all.
Join the war against the Greenskins. I don't need a war against the Greenskins. You fight the war against the Greenskins. I want your 1,000 gold, but I don't, again, really see how that benefits. Oh, Appius is probably going to get... They're trying to whack you, Appius. Yeah, good. Middenheim's chasing off the one chaos. There's more scaling here than there is chaos, and I know that they're related factions, but I just find that funny. Like, that it tells me to worry about chaos, and look at this. Scaling's going to bring 3 stacks to Altdorf. Lost a messenger? Hey, that's good. Because I'm not fighting battles, I think that we're losing those guys, and I actually kind of needed those. Especially now that I need to get to Altdorf in fighting condition.
Ulrich's will.
Alright, so we need to defeat the scaling here. I've got plenty of stuff to do so. They've got 3 lords. We should probably fight this because it's a big battle. It's giving me huge chances here too. You get all kinds of good reinforcements, Reichsguard, Demigriff Knights, all that stuff. So let's fight this. And we get to defend. Well, no, I attacked. Never mind. We have to attack. But it doesn't look like Chaos is getting any good ground. They're going to be on the low ground. And I have artillery coming in. So we should be able to wipe out a decent chunk of these scaling armies here. And I'm going to chase them down and destroy them too with Gelt. And then I need to go resettle. Okay, my reinforcements are coming in from back here. Just in case the scaling comes straight at me, I'm going to kind of take this position where I'll have the hill. I'm going to put some Empire Knights on both flanks. And I'm trying to see where I want to deploy these Pistoliers. Yeah, they have too many hounds and other stuff like that they can run me down with, so I'm going to hide the Pistoliers for now. Okay, let's just put those guys there. I'm just going to start the deployment. I don't need to gamble the winds of magic because we have plenty of time. Okay, we got Karl Franz. I've got halberds to put on both flanks. And I've got great swords to back up my main sword line, as well as my heroes. And I just got 2 Demigriff Knights and a Reichsguard. And 2 Reichsguard. As well as a mortar. And a crap load of handgunners. Oh yeah, so we've definitely got the capability to give Chaos a savage beating here. Let's move all my legendary lords down into the same area. Or all my lords, I should say. My handgunners there. Let's get all my cavalry together. Let's get my Reichsguard.
Cavalry ready for the Emperor. Emperor's might.
There we go. Just kind of make my stuff a little more organized. Oh, we're going to be dumping some serious frame rate because this is a big battle. Alright, so they got a ton of Marauder. Are they getting all 3 of their armies on the screen? I think they did. I think they got... Let's count the number of units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 39. Yeah, so now they've got 40 units. They didn't get both their armies. Just kind of looked huge. Okay. I'm going to move everybody up to probably this position here. Yeah, that'll be a good position. I'm going to fast forward till we get there. I have mortars, so I should be able to force Chaos to attack, and then my handgunners are going to shred them something fierce in the center. And then I'll retreat my handgunners and get ready to work the flanks with them. We can use them to blast out enemy cab. That is, if enemy cab had a chance to begin with, which it doesn't. Not with Reichsguard and Empire Knights and all this brutal stuff I got out here. The scaling are going to suffer big time at the hands of my army here. My mortars are still well out of range, but we do have to attack. Alright, so I'm going to move up into range. I'm thinking the AI is just probably going to go ahead and move forward once it realizes that I can bombard them with artillery. Oh man. Not as bad as Attila, but it is definitely killing some frames to have this many units on the screen. Cannot wait to get my GTX 1080. Let's make sure we got good ground for firing our handgunners on, and it looks like we do. I just need to get my mortars close enough to fire, and then the scaling are going to attack me. And that should do it right there. Yep, there they go. So I'll just let my mortars open fire. I'm going to set my handgunners to skirmish.
Yes, General.
You can open fire whenever you want there, mortars. Would appreciate it if it's sometime today. Okay, let's watch the wrath of the handgunners up front here. Should be pretty significant. Looks awesome. Handgunners are not brilliantly effective, but they're pretty decent. Okay, I'm gonna pause. All my guys are in skirmish, but they're not skirmishing yet. I want to make sure that I do this well. I'm gonna pull my handgunners back, and then I'm gonna put all these swords into a melee group, a locked group. And I'm going to attack the front of the Chaos Army. And then I'm going to start supporting my flanks with the halberds. I'm going to scoot them up to here. Same thing here. Let's move the halberd line up to here. And then we've got all this cavalry. Let's go ahead and go into slow motion. We're going to start. They got a lot of these stupid marauder horsemen over here. I don't know if my knights can actually catch up with their marauder horsemen. Let's crush that unit of Chaos Warhounds. Same thing here, crush these guys. And let's get my Demigriff Knights, start working all these Chaos Warhounds. Okay, go ahead and brace. And let's get these handgunners to fire at that Chaos Chariot. Okay, my halberdiers took a charge from those trolls, but that ought to be the right unit. Hit those Chaos Warhounds. We got a bunch of their units blobbed up over there. That's good. Let's use Balthasar. We're going to come down here and use Final Transmutation on one of these lords. Start weakening him up. And And then we're going to use the transmutation of lead as well. I got to wait for that spell to go off before I can activate another one. There we go. And then we've got this one, transmutation of lead. Target should hit all enemies in range. So we've used up a lot of our winds of magic. See if we can get rid of all these warhounds out here. I'm going to send these 2 pistoliers to attack these marauder horsemen. Let's hit those. How are we doing out on this flank in terms of cavalry cleanup? Easy. Let's get that chaos chariot, and I'm going to get these demigryph knights over behind the enemy. Let's go right there. So Balthasar's help in the center. I mean, it should be buffing my guys pretty significantly. These guys are pretty balled up here, too. I'm thinking about hitting them with magic missiles. Oh, actually, that one would have been a better one for magic missiles. I don't think I can cancel it, unfortunately. That would have been a lot better blob for magic missiles. But this should still get some work done. Let's watch this. Here comes the missiles from the sky. Boom! Right into the middle of all those Chaos Marauders. So that ought to end up being fairly damaging, but it's also causing some of my own men to waver. Let's get Karl Franz up here, because we just lost some men. We're going to need this Witch Hunter. Let's bring the Witch Hunter up and accuse the Chaos Lord here. We need my cavalry to get off the flanks and get back to business over here, so I'm going to start pushing them up, and my pistoliers can finish dealing with anything else that's out here. Demigryph Knights are here. So Demigryphs smash right here and smash this blob. I'm going to bring Karl Franz after the enemy lord and also Theodric here, because we're kind of losing our men right there in the center. The Witch Hunter, I think, accused him. Yeah, he's going down fast with the accuse ability. My mortars are firing right into my own men. That's also causing problems. Let's cease fire with the mortars and target these horsemen out there. Okay, we're still wrapping up some cavalry over here, and now my my knights should be able to slam into the back of this enemy formation. Okay, my pistoliers are mopping up those horsemen. Enemy lord is dead, so we should see a mass rout of chaos forces here. Let's take this Demigryph Knight and see if we can catch the Marauder Horseman. Demigryph Knights cleaned up that fight. So look at this huge rout of chaos. So, yeah, we're going to end up pummeling these guys pretty bad. The spells from Balthasar were pretty handy as well. And you better believe I'm going to be chasing a lot of these guys. Oh, let's just get my mortars to quit firing altogether. There's going to be more Chaos troops coming onto the battlefield, actually, because this isn't the last of them. Okay, I'm going to unlock this formation. Let's reform all my swordsmen. I'm going to try and reform my army. We still have a need for some help. Where's my Reichsguard? Let's pause it. What do I have fighting here? My halberdiers are just broke, and I've got Empire Knights fighting there. Where's the rest of my cavalry around here? Mortar. Okay, it's off chasing people. So let's come charge those Chaos Marauders. And then this Empire Knights is chasing a Marauder Horseman, so let's forget that too and slam back in here. Finish off the Chaos Chariot. Looks like we're just chasing some Chaos Warhounds over here. My Empire Knights ought to be able to defeat them, but there's more and more coming onto the battlefield over here, so I probably do want to get away from this fight, if at all possible, because I'm taking a lot of poison damage. We need to get over here and get rid of these Chaos Marauders. But my army's reformed. Let's actually get my Demigryphs back over here. We're just wasting time. Let's get back in here and clean that up. My Reichsguard are really getting hammered with the Chaos Warhounds out here. They're going to need some help.
Yes, General.
They're wavering. It's probably too late for me to get out there, so I'm just going to have to let them go. They're just a garrison unit, I think. Or no, they're not. I think they're actually the unit. We're just going to have to deal with it. Okay, let's just get our cavalry back up here within range of missile support. My missile support is hammering these guys pretty bad once again. The enemy has regrouped. Let's pop them with some mortars right here in the center where they're blobbed up. I really need to get rid of these Marauder Horsemen, so I'm going to give a crossbow attack order on them. Okay, our mortars just hit the center of that group of chaos, and I think that they're all going to rout pretty rapidly. Yeah, their whole army's routing again. Stop throwing your stupid axes at my Demigryph Knights. Okay, there we go. So we gained a solid victory here. Solid victory against Chaos. We're going to, let's pause it real quick though, and I'm going to get all my cavalry. And we've got quite a lot of them, and we're going to come run down as many of these scaling troops as we can. I'm going to let my mortars go ahead and fire for a second. Okay, I got all my cavalry rushing forward. Chaos Marauders. Go after the Marauders. Reichsguard. Just go hunt down all these units that we can. Go ahead and cease fire with the mortars. We should be able to run down a pretty fair number of these scaling units. There we go. Come Rizek those guys. Yeah, now we're going to get a pretty fair number of kills, and we'll end up breaking the bulk of this army. So now we should be able to end the battle. So our cavalry hunted down that fairly large blob of men. So they lost in total over 1,800 men in that battle. And that's a significant portion of all the men that they had together, which means if Balthasar can replenish some of his troops here, I should be able to... Well, these guys will probably run. That'll probably be their first... Wow, we got some loot off that. That was fantastic. Karl Franz picked up a level, or a banner gain.
I am ready. Are you? Your demise.
How far? I don't think I can move any further on this turn, so I want to take, since Balthasar needs to replenish more, I'm going to actually put him up into Altdorf.
The Elector Counts.
I think, unfortunately, the scaling are going to be able to run away at this point and get away pretty much untouched. But I'd say this was a fairly successful episode, albeit frustrating. We've managed to hold our lands and hold our own. But we're going to have to continue to do more. We need to upgrade that city. I'm going to use that extra money I got for that. I'm going to upgrade this building to help my public order there. Altdorf, we've got more work to do because it's going to need to be... we do have 5 population surplus. We're going to have to save 7,200 gold to upgrade it. And we've got to resettle Aelheart at the same time. There's a chaos rift here. So it's spreading chaos corruption. We need to get over there and take care of that, because that's going to just end up being a problem. We can give Franz the Barded Warhorse, which is definitely going to be worthwhile since he's a melee character. And then let's take a look at, which one is this, Theodric? He's already got Hold the Line. We can give him the Barded Warhorse as well. Alright. So I will see you all in the next episode. HeirofCarthage signing out for now.